Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
Brings up second and 9 at the 22-yard line.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Prescott on the keeper.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady game.
On second down, it's Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Dalvin Cook on the carry.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
On second down now, it's Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On second down, it's Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
on 2nd and 14. Prescott, and this is caught at the 8. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Prescott from the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and 8.
From the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb, his intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Cousins gives way to Cook. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half.
Cowboys swarm in, and it's blocked. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
4 yards the pickup, first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking deep downfield. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Following the interception, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Now this will make it into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. That goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion. And
I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else. The big fella, the 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph. 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way, significantly. And the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Out to his left. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
They're going to try and run. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he has to sort of pick himself up off the mat now, Charles. They were winning at halftime, now losing it. He's not playing well.
Sometimes you get into a position where you get a little bit too greedy. You feel great about how you're playing. good first half. Hey, I can do even more in the second half. And then you make throws that you're not supposed to. As you said, he's got to start to turn things around.
See if he can erase those 2 third-quarter interceptions from his mind. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
23 yards on the play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he loses the football a second time. And this belongs to the Vikings. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
First down, Minnesota.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10.
First down, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Prescott's pass.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll run it with Elliott. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. Cook, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's tackled at
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
6-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins. And that will be incomplete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off play action, Elliott. Here's Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On 1st down, it's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Cousins on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Cousins now from the 50. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt, and remember, his 1st one was blocked. Cowboys swarm in, and it's blocked. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live.
the Cowboys take.
Well, they were ecstatic to get the stop and get the ball back. Now they get that punt block. Here we go.
And what that play does is anyone who is teetering on the fence on their sideline, wondering about winning the game, it brings them squarely back on the side of, yes, we can get this done. And now you've got a great energy that goes throughout the team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off.